recent, Fulani Herdsmen have been clashing with farmers and attacking communities, thereby killing anybody they sight due to the fact that they believe they are not wanted or loved. Farmers, especially in the southern region of Nigeria, have been complaining of herdsmen deliberately herding their cows to destroy their crops, as this made some state governors to ban open grazing, because open grazing is one of the main reasons why herdsmen clash with residents or farmers in their communities. Due to these clashes and brutal killings of innocent people by herdsmen, they have been perceived to be violent, and due to this, most people do not want them in their communities because they are afraid that they might start destroying their properties at any slight provocation, of which an example is the case of what happened in Igogon community in Oyo State few days ago, whereby herdsmen invaded the community on the 5th of June, killed a lot of people and also destroyed people's properties. In a video that was posted on internet, it was seen that some angry youth in the Ekpe area of Lagos State chased some Fulani men and their cows away from the community, as they allege that they do not want them there anymore. A young man seen in the video was holding cutlass and running after the cows, as the cows were also running for safety because they as well perceived danger. Under the Nigerian law, Nigerians are entitled to some freedoms, which includes the freedom of movement, as this states that all Nigeria citizens are entitled and have the right to go anywhere they like and also reside in anywhere they like within the boundary of Nigeria. The youth who chased Fulani herdsmen away from Ekpe community should be arrested because they have deprived the herdsmen of their citizenship rights by chasing them out of their settlement with weapons, despite the fact that no reports of violence was made against them, as they insisted that they do not want them in Ekpe anymore, which was due to the crimes their colleagues are committing in other parts of the country. Okay. So I think this voice is coming from the north, because they are the ones who reason like this. When they said, according to a lot of lawyers, they have argued it from the angle of law, that when they said movement of people, it is not movement of animals, because animals are supposed to be well kept in a particular place. So in as much you cannot keep animal in a particular place that you want the animals to be roaming about, then you are going to be affected. So your rights and the animal are not the same. And for the fact that you are the constitution states that everybody, because that is the only language you hear northerners always talk about it. They always speak that, oh, the constitution says you can do this. Oh, in fact, it is like a what we like, or it's like poem in their mouth. They always talk about it. Oh, the constitution as it is enshrined in the constitution, this and this and that, and all of that. Yeah, they can quote that very well, but they think they are very, very smart, but they are not. This is somebody's opinion. You want them to be arrested, but you didn't talk about the Gogon, the place that it happened. You never called for their arrest. And they told us that we learned that some OPC members went for a reprisal attack. Oh, the next thing that they said, oh, they should call them, they should arrest them, they should do this, they should do that. But nobody talked about the people that died. Nobody said anything. So that is where we are today. You don't want to swallow something, and you don't want to throw that in the way. That is the problem we're having as a nation. We can see that we are not together. We don't have anything in common. When people call for restructuring or people call for separation, you say no, you must stay together, and you are not happy. People are not happy with themselves. So how can such thing bring unity? How can such thing bring progress and development? No, it's not going to work. Well, the brain of the writer of this piece must have been arrested. Hence, a senseless request for the arrest of the youth. Anybody in his right senses should not be in support of this dreaded killer Fulani headers terrorists. Okay, now I know that this writer is a Fulani header. Like I told you, this voice is the voice of the north, from the voice of the northerner. Okay, arrest him for what? Because he did not surrender his head and his family to the killers. I'm not sure a reasonable person would talk like this. What of the one that Malami said? Is it not worse than this? Okay, better. So it continues So it should continue. May God strengthen them. You can take them to your village if you feel that they should be moving around anyway. When the northern youth of Kano destroyed the valuables of the southern people, how many of them were arrested? These elders are security risk in every community they live, from the middle belt to the southern part of Nigeria. Freedom of cow movement, Abi, something is wrong with this writer. Thus, the freedom of movement extended to cow. Thus, the freedom of movement says you should destroy other people's property, or you should kill them, or go and destroy people's property. That is the way they reason. That is the way they all reason. Okay, you for you to say this, you should be arrested as well. Stop giving this whole thing opportunity for it to spread and people begin to misinterpret it. The writer needs a doctor if he doesn't know. This is on the reason why I deleted this whole thing. The freedom of movement does not include cattle destroying your farms and Fulani denying you of your freedom. You know, when you people talk about it, oh, why are some people reasoning like this? But you can see those who are at the presidency, those in Aso, you see the way they reason. Is it different from the way some people on the street reason? No, it's not different. So you should not be surprised, because like we have people who are stealing, those who are thieves. Definitely they will want to transfer that to their children. If you have those who are who are that level of authority, they vomit all of those things they vomit. And what do you expect a lot of their followers? Just like as it's affecting Adamu Gaba now, he's not going up and down looking for who to blame after causing problem. You will look for problem, but you expect people to fold their arms and be looking at you. It doesn't work that way. And that is why you see that most of the politicians, even their children, will be happy, because the reason why they will be happy is that, oh, their parents will be telling them, oh, don't mind those who are against us, who are talking about us. Don't be bothered about all those abuses or insults here and there, because they are not in our position. Oh, because they are jealous, because they hate us, because they feel that they want to be in our position, they cannot be. Oh, I wish most of them will be wishing that their parents are the politicians who are the aim of affair, or are the corridor of power in this country. So those people who are coming out to tell us, to say bad things about Nigerian politicians, because their parents cannot achieve what we have achieved, of course their children will buy into that. Their children will key into that, and they will not be feeling big. Oh, you people, they will just be looking at you, because I see no reason why reasonable children, no matter what, some of them have gone outside the country, they see how things work. But you should be able to ask yourself, the politician in those developed countries and your own parents that are politicians, you should be able to see the difference. But they have been able to sow that seed of hatred and seed of wickedness in them, and they will continue from them. You see all of those people that Nigerians perceive as wicked leaders, their children also, majority of them, because well, they might not want to come and embarrass their parents, but the ones that have conscience, we know that things are not working in this country. They see a lot of poverty. They are even educated. They are seeing statistics. They know the lies that have been put up in the first place. Well, some of them will believe that, it is our turn to take from or to cut from the national cake. So most of them don't even have conscience. So if you have people at that level from the presidency spewing a lot of hatred, spew a lot of unguarded utterances, they are the ones that will tell you about hate speech, then what do you expect their followers or their children to do? Or yes, and their loyalists. So that is just it. So guys, let's say your opinion on what this writer said.